Hey all, Chris Bassett here, and I'm doing a solo strategy guide for Exodus Garden 2A, the Legend Lost Sector. I'll be playing on my Hunter. Let's get into it. This lost sector is found in the lower left-hand corner of the Cosmodrome. Keep in mind, if you're having trouble finding it, there's a few stipulations. You need to be at least 1500 light, have completed the lost sector once on normal, and it has to be that turn for the lost sector's day in the rotation. I'll put a link in the description. So let's get into the build. I'll be playing Nightstalker. It's Void Burn, and plus Nightstalker is a great solo class. Mobius Quiver for that double super damage, Gambler's Dodge to reload, and then Vortex Grenade. Stylish Executioner and Vanishing Step for all that extra invisibility. I'll be using Echo of Remnants for extra grenade time. I'll be using the Echo of Undermining for weakening grenades. Echo of Instability, that's a little bit of a change-up. Since we're using Void Burn, I'll be giving volatile rounds to all my Void weapons. And then Obscurity for invisibility after finishers. For the champions in this lost sector, it's Anti-Barrier and Overload, which means we've got 4 weapons to choose from. Anti-Barrier Scout or Bowstring, and then Overload, Submachine Gun, or Auto Rifle. So I'll be using my Servant Leader. That's a drop from Gambit. Pretty good scout rifle. Funnel Web. It's definitely OP. It's a world drop. It's all the rage, void damage. Royal Entry, Rocket Launcher. And then for my exotic, I'll be using Wormhusk Crown to gain health back when I dodge. With the new Void subclass, I'll be using Wells as my main source of damage. So you have on the seasonal artifact, you've got Font of Might and Volatile Flow. So with all these volatile rounds coming up for void weapons, a well setup is really beneficial. You'll see later on with Funnel Web, everything will be blowing up. It's a lot of fun. So I'm just going to set a waypoint and then we'll make our way over to the Lost Sector. You got to hop on foot. I mean, I guess you could take your Sparrow, but I'm just going to run through it and then give some weapon suggestions on the way. Night Watch would be a great scout rifle to do this Lost Sector with, and it drops from the campaign. Arbalist could be a good choice because it can deal with barrier champions without taking up a mod spot on your armor. Aisha's Embrace is a rapid-fire scout rifle that comes from Trials of Osiris. Bad Omens is a great rocket launcher. It can roll with auto-loading holster and cluster bombs. Under Your Skin is a good void bow. It drops from the Psyops Battlegrounds. So after exiting the tunnel, hop on your Sparrow and then just head this way. And when you get to a certain point, you'll see the drawing on the side of the container. So that means lost sectors. So just head up the bridge. You'll see another one on the tank and then another one further on the building. If you've never completed the lost sector before, you'll need to drop down this hole and then go straight through the tunnel and then just kind of hang around to the right and there'll be like a light and you'll finish the lost sector on normal and then you'll have access to the legendary version. And then we'll go ahead and load it up. It's actually a really fun lost sector to do. If you fly through it, I think you can get like under a minute, you can get it done. So I'm just gonna have fun with it and then talk a little strategy. So just kill all the enemies in this first area to get the barrier to drop. There's a lot of dregs, so you'll be dealing with ads. They're not too dangerous. You can see the volatile rounds going off here where everything's just exploding. So yeah, that's why this new void setup is a lot of fun with the wells and then volatile rounds. So for the barrier champion, just hit him with something heavy, rocket launcher, whatever, and then scout rifle him to bring the barrier back down. I bet even a sword would work pretty well, so if you have like the Falling Guillotine, which is void, that could be a lot of fun. There's a couple of captains in this lost sector, and they're annoying. They teleport around, so they'll even teleport behind you, and it makes them kind of difficult to deal with if they teleport 4, 5, 6 times in a row. So if you just kind of hang back, the ads will group up as they try to get like pushed, like funneled between the 2 boxes. So then they'll be in a big group, which makes explosions particularly effective at dealing with them. And there we'll dodge reload so we can double rocket. One of the reasons I like Gambler's Dodge so much. After you kill that second champion, you'll have shanks, exploder shanks spawn in. So just watch your surroundings, watch your 6, your 9. They'll spawn in and they can take you out pretty quick. Case in point. So yeah, if you just kind of hang back, throw grenades, shoot your exploding rounds, you'll be fine. So one of the reasons I like to use the stylish executioner aspect on my Void class is because when you defeat a volatile target, you gain invisibility and true sight. The true sight's where you can see the enemies through the wall. So as you can see in some parts of the clip, I'm basically going invisible between shots, which is actually a lot of fun, and it does help with survivability. So since we have both the volatile flow from our seasonal artifact mod equipped, as well as the Echo of Instability on our subclass, you get volatile rounds pretty often. So yeah, picking up those Void Wells boosts your damage also with Font of Might. When you get the perks to activate, you'll see a notification in the lower left-hand side of your screen, and it has a countdown, about like 10 seconds roughly. If you are looking to make an elemental well build, Ada1 in the tower sells the mods, and they rotate daily. She also sells the Charged with Light mods, too. Just make sure you keep coming back and checking because it could be random as to what she has that day. Same with the Gunsmith. The Gunsmith sells rotating weapons. Some of them can actually be really good for PvE and PvP. Alright, so just finishing up this last captain. Remember, he's overload, so use a submachine gun to stun him. I'm gonna rocket the rest of the guys, and then we'll head into the to the left and to the boss room. And then the boss is a giant servitor, so he's floating around the arena, so you'll need some sort of long-range weapon to deal with him, whether that's a linear fusion or rockets or your super. So take out these 2 servitors, smaller servitors, get the boss to spawn in, and then you'll see him floating around. And then, don't mind me, I'm totally a professional when it comes to using my super. I'm going to shoot it into the ceiling. So, yeah, you see I hit him with a rocket, and then, oopsies, but I hit it with the second volley. So, yeah, there we go. And then once he's dead, you go ahead and collect your chest and get your rewards. Good luck on getting the exotics you guys want. Hey, check out this other video right here. There's links in the description to save some money, so check those out. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If this was helpful, hit the like button. Thanks.